So today we've got Addie here and we're going to be teaching her how to lie down. Assuming that she doesn't already know how to lie down, she may already, I'm not sure. But I've got some treats here that I'm going to use to lure her, and I'm also going to use verbal praise to help guide her in her endeavors. So my main focus that I like to use is positive reinforcement. So I'm going to be using that method in order to get her to lie down. I'm going to tap her gently. Sit. Sit. Good girl. So once she sits, which is the first stage in order to lie down, I say, good girl, good job, Addie. You know, you can give her a little pat. Good job. Next, when she's already in the sitting position, then you can go ahead and use the treat, and you can kneel down beside her in order to get her to lie down. Addie, down, sit, down, good girl. So in that scenario, I use the treat as the positive reinforcer. She stood up, so then I asked her to sit down again, which she already knows, and then I use the treat to lure her into the down position. So we will do this again, and now we're going to try to not use the lure, which in this case was the treat. So, Addie, you sit. Good girl. So now, once she's in the sit position, instead of using the treat to lure her, you can motion with your hand, or you could just use the verbal cue and see if she responds. Addie, down. Good girl. So Addie laid down like we wanted to. She clearly has had some training, so in this scenario, she doesn't need as much luring as she already knows the command. But in this scenario, as your dog does not already know the commands, you will use the treat reinforcer as much as you need to in order to get the dog to understand what you're wanting. And then once the dog is doing it perfectly with the treat, you can eliminate the treat and just use the command that you would like to use. Down, lie down, lay, whatever command you're wanting. And then as you then integrate the command without the treat, continue to do that, and until you get the result that you want.